Listen, little missy, you are not a doctor. You don't know anything. You need a doctor. That's my aunt's voice. How did my aunt's voice get in my head? Well, it started about 10 years ago. I got a phone call. I was at work. I got a phone call from my son, and he says, Mom, we have a situation. And I said, I'll take care of it when I get home. When I got home, I found out we didn't have a situation. We had a puppy, a mangy, yucky, smelly, matted little dog. Its fingernails, its toenails had grown around twice and were going into the pads of its feet. It had 4 kinds of mange. It had severe heart disease, which meant you couldn't take care of its teeth, and it smelled terrible. It was all matted. We gave it a number of baths, did a lot of trimming around the behind. And we looked at it, and it was an adorable little Shih Tzu. And I looked down at it, and it looked up at me, and I said, Hi, buddy. And we had a dog. A sweet, sweet dog. It needed a safe place to be, and it gave us all its sweetness. I took it to work with me. And when I was teaching my movement classes, yoga, different things, Buddy walked around right behind me because he definitely didn't want to lose me. And then he would sit down beside somebody and he would look up at them and they would look down at him. And they were in love. He brought so much warmth to that room. I swear there were people who came to class just to see Buddy. After about 4 years, Buddy was not doing well. His heart disease had progressed. He was blind. He'd lost his hearing. He had some dementia and he'd stopped eating. And the only kind thing to do was to have Buddy put down. So my son and I took him to the vet. And I sat there with him afterwards. I sat there for 45 minutes because I still saw his life force. And I didn't want to leave him if he was going to come back. So by the time I got home, my nerves were shot. And all I wanted to do was not feel anything. I wanted to put all of that behind me. So I decided to do a laundry. So I run all the laundry downstairs. I'm running back up and the toe of my shoe catches on the step and it flips me onto my back and I land, boom, and then my head. 5 feet on concrete. And my first thought was, so that's what concrete feels like. But then I started screaming, help, help, I'm crying, I'm screaming. There's nobody to help. So I get myself upstairs, I go out on the front porch, I tell my son what's happened, and he says, Mom, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to walk. And we start walking. I'm going through my checklist. My feet are okay, my ankles are okay. You see, my superpower is body awareness and movement. I've spent 40 years developing awareness of my own body, and by now teaching thousands and thousands of people how to move better and feel better in their bodies. So I have my checklist. I'm going through it. This is okay. Hips need to do a little more of this. Okay. And guess what? I'm okay. I don't know how, but I was. And that's when my aunt's voice comes into my head. And she says, you were not okay. How could you be okay? You're 70 years old and you have severe osteoporosis. You just fell 5 feet onto concrete. You're not okay. You don't know anything. You need a doctor. And I implode. But we keep walking. And pretty soon I'm like, no, I really am okay. And I tell my aunt, listen, little auntie, I am okay. I appreciate your concern. But would you just go back up there and tell my family I'm okay? I love them. I miss them. And I'll see them again. And while you're up there, would you look for my little dog Buddy? And just give him a big, big kiss from me, Buddy.